This is the final installment in this book series. There are absolutely no other installments. The title says so. Unless you count the 2 sequels written by the same author who wrote this book that I'm about to review. The Final Conflict, the 1981 novel by Gordon Miguel. This review will contain spoilers. I hadn't seen the movie in a long time, so I got to go into this book quite fresh. The plot. Was it an accident that Father DeCarlo was given the chance to destroy Damien Thorn with the help of his fellow priests and several daggers? Was it murder when Ambassador Andrew committed suicide in a devious and articulate trap? Was it a coincidence that Peter, Kate's son, is having a strange admiration for Damien? Or is it all just more signs of omens? McGill's writing is spot on. I remember being bored with the movie because Damien wasn't a child anymore, and there was too much going on. But here it seems that everything is concise and clear from the motivations to the actions. It makes me excited to read the next 2 books in this Omen series. What's funny is the book is more entertaining than the previous 2 installments. But does that make it the best of the trilogy of books? Let us find out. The characters, while not as likable or even memorable as the Thorn family, are still tolerable to read about. H. Reynolds is our main character, and she, much like Richard Thorn, finds out about Damien far too late in the book. Say the last 20, maybe 30 pages. What's funny about the priest, Father DeCarlo, is that he keeps referring to his fellow priests as being unqualified and unprepared for this task. So why the hell would you allow a group of such incapable people to handle such an important venture that is out of their comfort zone? Nonetheless. Not only that, but they try to kill Damien one at a time. Until they send like 3 guys out, which turned out to be a horrible mistake. Why not all go at once? And have better planning. Who knows? Damien Thorn. There's just something off about him in his adult life. He knows he can win in his mission, but it almost seems as if he's relishing in the fact that he knows he's going to win and succeed no matter what. Which makes him kind of smug and cocky, and therefore imperfect. Peter Reynolds is Kate's son and is very important. What I did find sad is that Kate's deceased husband, Frank Reynolds, asked for her to find him a father to grow up with. Now Damien Thorn comes into the picture and it gets pretty dang depressing. The book doesn't really give off a haunting atmosphere. It is actually quite warm, especially in Damien's home. There's many mentions of the warm, cozy fireplace. One very blasphemous thing about said home is that Damien actually has a statue of Jesus on a cross, and he keeps lambasting the works of him and his father. There is something very sinister about this book. Like when Ambassador Andrew dreams of being killed by a jackal, if I remember correctly, that might be what the animal is. Probably. Every time he has that dream, the beast goes for his genitals. It may be a sign of desecration of one's reproductive organ, but I do not want to look too much into it because it was shockingly disturbing. At the end of the book, though, everything, and I do mean everything, felt rushed, which was a big letdown. There was such a build-up, too, with the whole Disciples of the Watch gathering in the middle of this novelization. Hell, this is the 3rd book. It has been building up for 3 books. The gore! A man blows his brains out. There's a burnt corpse. A man is torn apart by dogs. There is not too much gore in this book, but what it doesn't have in bloodshed, it definitely makes up for in sinful acts. Like, there's a scene where a group of people are having an orgy in Damien's honor. That scene wasn't even in the movie. It cuts before it can even happen. This is definitely the weakest of the Omen franchise when it comes to the characters, endings, gore, and atmosphere. Regardless, it is a highly entertaining read, and the pacing is good. It really did try to make a meaningful ending to close the book with. However, it didn't pack that awesome punch. It was decent enough, though, and it didn't bore me, nor did I hate it tremendously. Much thanks to McGill's writing. Overall, I give The Final Conflict, the 1981 book by Gordon McGill, a 3.5 out of 5. Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.